What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We ended up having a storm roll through here like Thursday morning, and it's lasted up until now. We got about a foot of snow yesterday, so I had to plow. Unfortunately, I didn't get it on video, but I knew we were going to be getting more snow throughout the night. So far, we've got easily another, I don't know, 9 inches or so. As you guys can see, in preparation of the storm, I moved my trailer off into the lawn. I kind of made some more space here, so I wasn't plowing around all kinds of stuff. I do have my bucket right there, so I got to kind of plow around that. But at least that's right on the edge of the driveway, so I really don't have a whole lot of stuff to plow around. I only got one camera with me today. My other camera's down at the moment, so unfortunately we only got one camera, but it should turn out to be a pretty decent video. All right, so I ended up leaving my plow in here the last time I plowed, so it's much easier to get to. I did end up just putting the plow down in front and laying my loader up on top of it. Normally I'd be able to walk up in front of my tractor here if I want to get around to the other side, but now with the plow being here, the only way around my tractor is to go around the back side. So that was one of the reasons I didn't want to keep the plow in here, even though I could have just cut my loader on top, as some guys did suggest in the comments of my last plow video. One thing I did want to say is I think the way I'm going to plow it this time, which is the same way I did it last night, is I plan on back dragging in front of the shed here first. So I'm going to back drag all of this, and everything I back drag, I'm going to push into the pile here. As I'm plowing, I'm going to try to angle everything to the same side so that I can continue to plow it one direction instead of going back and forth. That's going to make things a lot quicker. Typically, that's the way you want to plow anyway, with an angle plow. And then over here for the main driveway, I'll probably start off to the left side and angle the plow like this, and I'll continue to plow it and angle everything off to the right-hand side here. That way I can move the snow to the right. I'm not going back and forth. In my last plow video, it was my first use of the plow, and I was really tired from working all day, so I didn't really plow, I guess, exactly perfect. I could have been angling the snow a little bit better. So this time we're going to try that, and should get the job done a little bit quicker. right, guys, well, we got the driveway all plowed up. Turned out actually really nice. Definitely starting to get used to the Artillian plow now. I was able to back drag this first, like I was saying, and then I pushed everything up over to the bank. Basically everything that I back dragged here, I pushed up into the snow bank here, and then I angled my plow off to the left and just kept pushing everything into these banks here. And as it was angled left, whatever snow I couldn't catch is gonna go into the snow that you haven't plowed yet. And that's typically the way you wanna use an angle plow. I was using it like that my first use, but there were times where I was just zoning out and just kind of throwing the plow down. So I really wasn't trying to be too technical when I plowed with it the first time. But we just had like a whole week of 40-degree weather, and that really softened the ground and softened everything up, kind of warmed everything up. And then we got the snowstorm, so the ground is really wet still, and the snow is really wet and heavy. And that's something I forgot to mention in the beginning, but it's that kind of snow where you just step on it once and it turns into ice. So I think it was on my third attempt that I was able to push through it, pushed it all the way down to the end, and I just kept backing up. And like I said, I was angling it off to the right hand side here. I picked the right hand side because all of my snow was getting piled to the right hand side, so I wanted to keep all of my snow banks off towards the right here. And then as you've seen after that, I was able to plow everything up into this bank here. I wish there was an easier way to do it for me, but there's really not. Just kind of the way my driveway's laid out. I push everything up here and then I push it into the snow bank here. Once I get that done, then I usually do hers after that, and I plow everything else this way. You did see me back drag over here. The back drag function worked much better. This snow wasn't quite as deep as my last plow video, so it didn't take as many attempts. And now that I'm getting that plow dialed in a little bit, I'm figuring out just how much I want to set the loader down to be able to get more pressure on that plow when I back drag. So what I do when I back drag is I set that loader down almost till it touches the ground, and that puts optimal pressure on the plow so that when you back drag, you can dig in and actually grab all that snow. So I think I only had to do this twice. It turned out really good. She's got that parking spot back now. Yeah, everything turned out pretty good. As you've seen, I didn't plow a whole lot of rock. Snow piles look nice and clean. Now that we're starting to get a base down here, it makes a big difference, especially with a plow like that, and especially on this driveway, because my driveway has those millings, as I was telling you guys about, and they really never freeze unless you get like a nice hard pack on top of them. So that was really nice. With this plow, we've got like 4-inch round skids, and because they're only like 4 inches around, they will sink into the driveway if it's wet. So they'll stay afloat for so long, and then they start to dig. So like I said, once you get a hard pack or your ground freezes, or if you just got a better driveway than mine, it really makes a big difference with the plow. Same thing over here. Normally this spot's really bad. Usually I plow up all kinds of stone over here because for whatever reason, this is just where it's the loosest. And as you can see, the snow pile looks really good. You can see I wasn't digging up the ground anywhere. In front of the door, I was able to back drag that. And what's nice about it at the end is you can just open the door up and just pushes away the rest of it. So I am really happy that I'm able to back drag with this. But speaking of the push box, I will be plowing with that again. Hopefully if we continue to get snow. I'm waiting for just the right amount of snow, like 6 inches, something like that. You know, maybe half of what we got here, and I will bust the push box back out again. Because now that you guys have seen me plow with this angle plow, I'd like you guys to see me plow with a push box again. That way in your guys' head, you can kind of go back and forth, maybe watch both videos and do like a comparison. And that way, if one of you guys are looking for, say, a push box versus a plow, which one to buy, you guys can watch these videos one after the other and kind of see the different ways I plow and the different ways they work when you're plowing snow. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will have another video out soon. I'm hoping to do another mod to the Kubota. Got a little upgrade for it. Not really an upgrade, but I guess an attachment you could say. So stay tuned for that. I'm hoping to get that video out maybe in the next week here. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. And as always, we'll see you guys in the next one.